Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Sip Ki with Busy and Joleen. Make sure you smash that like if you're coming in here. It's a last-minute episode. Hello, Pet My Rock. Hello, Queen Sheba. Hello, Geneva. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Esim. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mayor. Hello, John Schmegma. Hello, Missy Tessa. Hello, Ness with the Mesa. Hello. Hello, Atharella. Hello, Shyla. Hello, Busy Blue. It's a Busy. This is a special Sip Ki because people are coming at Busy. It's you, Busy. They're coming at you.
Oh, I know.
They called Nancy Pelosi on you.
I know. Now I don't have a job anymore. Did you know that?
Oh, Nancy fired ya. How
Yes, they called the girl. I am fired. If you don't take that damn beard off. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Sip Ki with Busy and Joleen. We're excited to have you all. It's going to be an amazing show. And because a lot of people call Nancy Pelosi on me, I have no money. So a great way to support the channel is through Super Chats. A great way to support me and Taylor Bay because we were trying to buy a house. But now I don't got a job because the people call Nancy Pelosi on me, and I need your guys' coin. So every dollar helps. Every dollar supports us. We just need
Who's coming at my friend? It's you, Busy. They're coming at you.
Every dollar can help. Every dollar
Super
supports
chat
us. We need
Busy's
whatever
house.
we can. We need your support for $1 a day.
Oh my God. Drop the Cash App. It's you at Joleen Lanza. Is that my Cash App? I don't know. It's you.
Well, you can still send it to Gatling XYZ. Because we split every single super chat. Or you can send it to our individual ones, but we just send that to each other too. So wherever you send it, we're gonna split it. But we need the money because they started calling my boss and they are saying it's time to go because a crackhead says something.
Yep. No, an MH. An
MH says something. A drug abuser says something. And now the people are calling my job, and in the midst of me trying to buy a home, trying to figure out if I'm going to buy a home, trying to look for a home, someone is trying to stop my bag. So any dollar can help. Anything can help, please.
Busy, looks like we got our first one. Do you want to read it out?
It says, Nancy, don't fire Busy. Please, Nancy, bring your ass back over here. Okay, and then don't fire me. But if I'm talking to her like that, clearly I'm not working for her anymore.
Busy, do you mind if I give you just a little bit of I have some advice to bestow on you. I have quite a bit of accreditations. So cheerio. Hello, Busy. Okay, didn't want to make this about me. Didn't want to do it. But here's the thing. When things get sad, I don't mean to be contrite or trite or contrite or a trout. I don't mean to be a trout about it, okay? Right. Or a trout's mouth, okay? But when things get dark, they will always get light.
Okay.
Darkness will become lightness, and lightness will become darkness.
Okay.
So I really care about you. I've been in the bushes for a long time. I am the stanky fish.
Okay.
And I've been in the bushes for a long time, and I have 7,000 certifications. That's why I'm surrounded by empty computer screens. I'm sorry?
Where are the computer screens?
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave them to poor children because I am such
you're so kind.
Okay? But I want you to know that when there is dark, there will be light. And I love you, and I love you, and I love you. And you are like a son to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You are like my son from my home, from my male home. I think the problem is Miss Andre. Cheerio. I don't want to bring this up again, but I have lots of certifications and qualifications and more than is good for me. But when there will be dark, there will be light.
You'll be like, yes.
And light will come from the dark. And we will sing again. Just remember,
Okay.
there is nothing wrong with you.
Right.
It's them that have the problem, and they're weak.
Feeble.
And damn it, I'm so sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't do this. But I can't stand by and see your name in a newspaper. I can't stand by and see your name on a website because you've done well. I must tell you, when there's dark, there will be more dark.
Oh, that's escalated quickly. I thought there was light.
And it will get darker.
Oh, okay.
But then I will come and you will give me your IP address and I will log on. Log. That's what we do in the UK. Cheerio.
What is it again? What is it?
Hello, Scott 76 Thistle. Hello, MTV. Hello, Daddy's Disappointment. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was thinking what I was going to say next about my certifications.
What in the meta world piece is this? I wasn't listening.
I was thinking about me. I wasn't listening to you. I was thinking about me. And let me tell you, I was sitting here with my pretend wife the other day.
Oh, pretend.
Raoul the Stankfish. And she looked at me in her imaginary way she does. And she said, you must help these people. You must be their hero. I can be your hero, baby. Oh. I can take away your pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my stank away. You can take my stank away.
Yes.
Stanky fish. When there is dark, there will be light.
Amen. Shout out to Daddy's. Put your blowjos in the chat for Daddy's Disappointment. She said, buy the house, upgrade the stove, get central air.
Hell to the yeah.
You gotta find a house first to upgrade the stove and to get the central air in it. But prayers up, fingers crossed. Any dollar helps. I cannot with you too. I cannot with just one of us. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Rich Bitch of Chaos.
I think Rich Bitch of Chaos might have been on a channel this week.
This is the worst Nicolas Cage parody ever. I bet you we can do it worse.
Thank you, Sweaty.
Before we get into all of that, you all, because y'all know I'm looking for a house. Actually, let's just do an attendance call. Tell us what you're sipping on and where you're sipping on it from. And if you're having an edible, how much CBD is in it?
A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Just kidding, it's stale and only I get paid.
Somebody said move to Tennessee. I couldn't. I live in the state above it, so no. You want to go first, Joleen? What are you sipping on?
Let me start. I am sipping on a La Croix. This has become my next new favorite. It's the Beach Plum. I always try to match it to my nails. Look at my pretty nails, Busy.
Beach Plum. Oh, your nails are beautiful, gorgeous.
Right.
Peach plum.
No, Beach Plum, and it is.
It's just like a plum. I've never liked plums.
What did plums do to you? Who hurt you?
So I really love. I like peaches and nectarines. Plums were always. I feel like plums were supposed to be soft. You like them? You like soft fruits?
I like it soft and then hard in the middle, and then it breaks your tooth off. If it's not breaking my tooth off, I don't want any part of it.
That's the seed part. You're not supposed to eat that part.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the avocado too. That's weird.
What's looking at?
Just the Beach Plum. It's actually really good. I think you'd like this one. It's summery and fun. And did I mention How cute are these nails? Okay.
Yeah, they nails not included. You are.
I asked them to do brown, but they said, why? And I said, please do it. And all it would take is a little bit of Clorox.
First of all, mind your business and do what I
Mind-
say to do. I'm paying.
Mind your business. Okay, let's see. Let me turn up. I can be a hero, baby. Okay, let me turn it up. Let's do. Okay. Okay. My nails are now. They filed them into oval instead of square. So adjustment. Was it crispy?
It
about
was.
this
That
one?
was correct recipe. Okay, the second part wasn't all that great, but that was really good. All right, you guys, y'all know we're buying a house, or at least looking for a house. So we're saving.
Well, Nancy Pelosi kicked you out of her house, so you got to get
Yeah.
your own house now.
But so I'm like, it's gotten very bad, you guys. Great value.
Oh no!
Well,
Oh no! The hags took you down, busy.
I'm drinking a salt.
Oh! The poverty! Oh no! Stop!
The
Leave it! Leave it!
I'm drinking the soda.
Oh no!
It's gotten real bad, y'all. I'm already looking for a house. I'm already poor, and then now you got these white people trying to take my job away. So this is what I have. It's cucumber melon. All right, y'all ready?
That actually sounds good though.
All right.
Yeah, ready for
Quiet,
this?
quiet on this.
That is like when you do that, it was cracking. It was like a ghost from evil is in it. Pretty crispy, my friend. Pretty crispy. We loved it, right, guys? It was very crispy. Very, very crispy.
I haven't ate it out.
Let me know if my... did you leave the carcass in or carcass out? I learned that on the Real Housewives of Beverly
Oh my
Hills.
God, did you see the Gog 3000 I sent you?
Yeah, it was like a dick NATO.
Yeah.
It takes the wiener.
I saw your text back. I saw you text me, and I was like, I screamed so loud when you sent that back.
Do you want me to buy that for you for your birthday?
I already have it.
You do not. You bought it? The gakak?
I have it. I have
Is
my
it the
personal one.
Oh.
Cha-ching.
Do you have one of those husbands the hags talk about? Fight like a girl. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you for the extra likes. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's
Happy birthday.
Let's see if we have Busy's little birthday thing that we can play for you. It's your
Look
birthday.
at you. It's the day that you were born. Now
And here we go.
can say happy
birthday! It's your birthday! It's your birthday! It's your birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! It's your birthday!
Oh, from Tamon, Busy, and Luke.
You're
the birthday love.
welcome.
That was beautiful. I don't know if we got Ness's in. Thank you, Ness. Thank you,
Ness.
for the super chat. We
Oh, Ness, I
appreciate it.
think your makeup's not the best foundation.
Oh,
I think
well,
it's
maybe
it's
she's
lower
doing
bottom.
parodies. That looks haggard. Okay. Realification said try to send a super chat. It wouldn't go through. I don't know what Nancy Pelosi has been up to lately. Oh my gosh.
Me neither. I've been fired. So
This is for you and Joleen to buy drugs. Thank God, because we need
Thank
it. We
you.
need it. We need it. Yeah, happy birthday. Fight like a girl. Well, we will give you an extra special treat. We only have an hour because I have an early morning meeting. Busy has an early morning meeting. So we just thought we'd hop on. You know,
I got a
laid
couple
out-
of things to say about a couple of things.
I want to hear those. Just start wherever you want, Busy, and I can pull up whatever you want if you want me to.
I don't know if you could pull these things up. Oh, I want to start off with this man.
Which one?
Hello? Wait a second. Oh my! I want to start off with him.
Is he back? Did I miss a live with him?
Girl, is he ever? Oh my
Wait.
god! I gotta send this stuff to you,
Real Fun News is back?
girl. Yes, in the flesh.
Is that why there was mention on the Nurses Live, the long one, about Scamber trying to buy him off?
All right, hold on. Let me send everything to you.
Oh, I missed that. I don't know where I was for that. I've been trying to keep up with these new side hag channels that they're all going live on because they're like, we'll ruin your channel, but not ours. There's some like MTV lady who likes to crochet and
look at your Instagram.
Children shame. Okay, hold on.
Yep, I sent everything to your Instagram right now.
Okay, I will look and you go off.
I just want to start. I just want to start there.
Okay.
You cannot sit here and support a racist, bigoted, misogynist, and then feel like it's okay. Like you as a fat black man, it's disrespectful. I listened from video to video to video, and you know what really bothered me is that he was like, "Oh my god," he was like, I didn't know the person was transgender, you know, and I maybe they were. I'm not sure. I don't want to get in trouble, so maybe they, you say one wrong word, and the people want to cancel you. He said all that about the LGBTQIA community, okay, because he didn't want to say the wrong thing, but then he capes for a man who literally is calling you the N-word. Like literally was like, I don't care. I'm done. It's over with. And you were in, everybody in. Old McDonald had a farm. It's like that's just what he was doing. And then you sat there on that internet, and this is what my problem is as a black gay male, as a black gay member of the LGBTQIA community. I see both sides of the spectrum because black people like to use Christianity and religion to tear down the LGBTQIA community. And God said, first of all, it wasn't your religion, but I'm not going back there. I just can't do it right now. It's not enough time for that history lesson. But y'all want to tear down black people. I mean, gay people. Oh my God, God didn't want it like this. But y'all are also oppressed. Y'all are also oppressed. And that white alleged drug addict gay male is oppressing y'all, and he's talking to a N-word, and this person. Oh my God, because I'm just gonna get into the fat black man first with the kitties, and then we're gonna go on to the other white man. It's just strange to me how you were so nervous, scared. Oh my God, I don't want to say the wrong thing about the LGBT because they cancel people, this and that. But then you look this white man in the face. And you're like, well, if somebody attacks him, he's gonna attack them back. I listened to all of the video. Attacks them, he's gonna attack them back. I mean, the lady who was on the video with them was like, oh, well, he's gonna put children on,
Who was the lady?
I don't know.
I didn't recognize that. Who she was?
He's gonna put children on peace sites. Oh, I mean, we just need to punch him in the face. That's not about, you should be canceled for that.
Oh no.
You were eating tacos outside of a restaurant and they didn't even know you was doing a review. Damien, you need to sit down, learn your place, and stop talking. Like literally stop talking. No one needs your opinion. No one needs you to defend them. And I want him to act like he about to come for me, girl. You can't compete where you definitely cannot compare. It's sad. It's frustrating. This man sat up here and said N-word. And here you are with your cockeyed, big body ass sitting here telling us, well, he came for one person and why can't he fight back? And he had the nerve to say, well, this is not about defending him. Then what you doing? Girl, He called you the N-word several times. He called me the N-word. He called you the N-word. Your friend who used to mentor the N-word, other people the N-word, and he said he didn't care about it. He didn't care unless you didn't watch the videos. He didn't care. He said he did not care about it. He said he's done with it. He said he's because the people won't stop reminding me that he talked about me like this. I can't tell y'all the trauma that I've had to face week after week, because every week there's another video. Someone say, well, he said this about Busy Blue. Okay, because that's where it started from. And everybody's making videos about canceling John Yates because of Busy Blue. The trauma that I've had to take on for a year because of his raggedy ass. He was talking about you, he was talking about me, he was talking about that other one, ATV, and all the rest of the black people. You are a psycho to think, well, I just feel like if he has to defend himself. There are several. You have a limited vocabulary, a very limited vocabulary. If you're upset with someone, and the only thing you can go to is racial slurs, like it's stupid to me. And it's a very limited vocabulary, and you are whitewashed and looking very Uncle Ruckety. I'm gonna look at you like the very Uncle Ruckety. If you sit here and think that, oh, he should be able to say that because he was upset, you're a sad, pathetic use for a person. And you do like kittens and cats and all types of burgers and fries and stuff like that. But I think we need to put you in the mental institution, because I don't think you need to be living amongst us. Speaking for all black people and humanity.
I had no idea he was back. I had no idea. Let me just recognize Shady Pines. Thanks for the laugh. Realification. Send me your birthday. I would love to wish you a happy birthday. You know I love you, Realification. I'm going to guess that Realification sign is Virgo.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to guess that. I'm so sorry to hear that this man is back. But as we know from him and the dear Yvette, they just don't seem to care that this guy is awful and racist. They just don't care. They don't care. Just
and
like the
the
Hags,
person he was on a video with was reminding him, like, if you listen to those videos, she wasn't even on his, he was a guest. And she was like, no. He actually said this. That's all he was doing the whole video. Well, I mean, wait, you, I mean, I'm just, I just, hold on. I mean, you, it just sounds stupid the whole time.
Yeah. But you do the best impression of him. Like, you really do.
Well, it's not too hard to somebody wrote in the comments. If you look at those videos, somebody wrote in the comments. Yeah, I heard you coughing. I wasn't even watching the video. I just heard somebody coughing. Are you okay? Are you alive? I said, oh, they're dragging him. Dragging.
Trash. Okay, October 14th, Realification. You remind, and we will do the whole birthday song and everything. We got a Libra on our hands. Libra, yeah. Jay Esco, welcome to the party. I'm late for the party.
Jay Esco.
For the drugs. Thank you for the drugs. Okay, so that guy's back. Shit, bang. Okay, now, are you caught up on? Well, I think so, because you and I were passing videos back and forth to each other. Let's talk about which one you want to start with. The long one.
So I only watched a little bit of the long one.
Mm-hmm.
It was
very long,
very dark.
So, it was very dark.
Yeah, and the long one wasn't the one where hold up. The long one wasn't the one where he even said that I work for Nancy Pelosi.
No, he's been revving up to that, because I think the thing with John Yates now is my husband's calling me.
It sounds like Super Mario Brothers when you get the star.
I have to text him and be like, oh, hi, I'm on live. I'll just answer it real quick and say, hi, Chow.
So, y'all, when I was on vacation, someone wrote me and was like, hey, I know you don't like to see this type of stuff, but like this man is trashing you. And he's saying that you work for Nancy Pelosi and that you shouldn't be doing any of this stuff. And this is my feelings. And before we get into any other thing, this is what my feelings are. Sir, you just purported yourself to be out of a mental drug facility, and there's no shade to that because, hey, people have substance abuse or whatever addictions, it's a mental illness, da da da. What in the flying fuck makes you think that you could sit here and talk about what I do or what I don't do? I don't know what your job is. If you have a job, if your husband has a job, your mother, your sister, or your grandma, anybody, and it don't matter to me. Okay, what you do on the internet is what I'm talking about. The problem is he wants to go around and he wants to make up stories and reinvent and dive into it. To be honest, if I wanted to sue him, and he knows this, and he has to. If I wanted to sue him, I could. You cannot go around talking about, well, he works for these people and that's ridiculous, and maybe we should, because you have a ton of followers who would
Allegedly, yep.
think about that and then go and attack my employer. Now, when you're going around saying I work for Nancy Pelosi, and it's say the Secretary of State, and it's saying that it's appropriate, or does she know you're doing this? You have those women who look like a character out of The Spy Who Shagged Me or The Shag Who Spied Me, whatever that movie is, and who would call those people and say, oh, Busy Blue said this, Busy Blue said, you're trying to ruin my livelihood. Now, you don't have a livelihood, as we have been able to see, and it's disgusting, it's nasty, it's rude, it's wrong. If I worked for Nancy Pelosi, I wouldn't have a job anymore because of you and your raggedy ass and you and your husband lying to the police, because I listened to that video too.
Oh, Cody pretending to be JY, calling the police, making up lies. It's like, isn't that against the something? I mean, yeah. So they were all going out to try to somehow defame Busy. It's like so pathetic. The whole team, they go back and forth with each other and they say, we don't go real life. But then they, for sure, all of you losers go real life. All of you losers we parody go real life.
The realest of lives. It like naming politicians. Literally naming politicians.
How is he going to care?
Literally sat online, was like, don't you work for this politician? Shouldn't you be? What if your a boss knew? This is the same man who said it would be a shame if your child was put on this site. Like, or it said somebody else was doing or watching Child P. Like, this man he wants to ruin lives. And you went into a facility and you want us to feel bad. You want the people, the public, to have empathy for you and what you went through and your condition and everything else. Yet you still bring your ass online. You do the same damn thing. And I was thinking to myself, because I was going to a Kehlani concert in Charlotte during that time, and I was thinking to myself, what if all of this shit had been real? Like, what if everything he was saying is true? He's like literally trying to ruin my livelihood and my life. Why? Because you get on the internet and act a fool?
And people provide commentary on it and people parody it because you decide to harass people and have bad behavior as a grown-ass man who needs to grow up. So then you're going to, I mean, the childlike, I don't even want to insult children, but the childlike behavior of this man. I mean, he is emotionally stunted and these people keep enabling him. And so when they were coming at you, and it's like, first of all, Busy's job, Busy does more good for this world than those two could ever do in their life. Also, what do you care about politics and Nancy Pelosi when I don't even think your felon husband can vote? Third of all, I mean, if you can't read the ballot, you shouldn't really care about the ballot. True. And fourth of all, go clean your fish tank and hush it down. Don't you have a shirt to blow your nose into? Leave my friend alone. And he's doing very important things in this world. And just because we're hilarious and we have great personalities and we're witty and we're clean and we don't foam at the mouth doesn't mean we should lose our jobs. That is just not a fact of life. You take the good, you take the bad, and then you have the JY crew. And nobody feels bad for anymore. The only people that feel bad for you are the losers who are sucked into your cult-like black hole. Because like Chell said, I was talking on my Joleen vlogs, my husband said a long time ago, he goes, if you parody this stuff, just know it's a black hole. These people will never get out of this because this is all they have. The nurse, the Scottish egg, Momo, the cemetery girl, the fish, JY, the squirrel. This is all they have. If they don't have this, what do they have?
Nothing.
Tell me,
And word to the
riddle me
wise,
this.
I do
Nothing.
not work for Nancy Pelosi. Do not go ahead and write her. Do not go ahead and call her. Or I guess do. But I don't work for her. Never have. Never will. It's
Never
not in my
will.
repertoire. I work for very important people, and I know Nancy Pelosi. Sure,
Yeah, it's
do.
not like you haven't been in a room with Nancy
Yeah.
Pelosi and multiple other people doing
Very
very
other people,
important
but I don't work
things.
for
Not
her.
crack.
You can
Not
call
crack.
whoever you want to call. And let's be clear, my job is secured. It's just tacky people like y'all who I have to sit here and defend, like, oh no, that's a drug addict or a drug addict supporter who wants this to happen. And then I have to sit here and show them videos of y'all going like this, so that I have to prove to people in high places. No, listen to him. He's sending people here. Watch this video, and here you are on the internet, and I have to show that to people. You proud of that? Proud of that? Oh, he works for these type of people. And you know what? I pull up your video and say, look, you may get a couple of calls. This is where it's coming from, and then they have to hear you say what my name is, and then hear. Yeah, sir, exactly. So I'll let you know that these are the people who are going to be calling soon. Okay,
I mean,
looking very Trump supportery.
It's crazy, and it's also crazy that when people aren't replying to this man, because there was a time when we have lives, and as much as they want to go live and say 3 lives a day about you, sir, I can't remember a time would ever waste my time doing 3. I mean, give me a break. Me and Busy are lucky if we fit in 2 lives a month, okay, with a couple edited videos, because I enjoy my craft and my hilarity.
You do a great job at it too.
Oh my God, thank you. They're just like characters. And now the side characters I'm enjoying a little more because JY's too, gross. However, it's so funny when, Rabbit's living her life because she has a whole life. Danny Robertson's got a whole life. I'm just assuming people aren't as big of, waste as the rest of this little crew. Then you see him going live and almost taunting, like asking us back. It's so interesting. Every time we even stop talking about this man, a month, 2 months, whatever, I'll get messages from people I've never gotten messages from before on IG and stuff, and they'll be like, hey Joleen, here's the exact timestamp to find where JY is talking about you if you and Busy want to go live about it. And you will literally hear him calling out for us in his tears and snot, like Busy and Joleen. And I'm like, okay, tell me you miss us without you need us. It has never been we need you. It has always been you need us. The gift you are given to even be parodied, I mean, you're welcome. You hold no relevancy. We are watching the shit show. It's like saying Love After Lockup holds relevancy. It doesn't. People enjoy watching the shit show. Everyone in this chat right now is more relevant than anyone that's ever been on Love After Lockup. And that's exactly what we're watching here on YouTube. We're watching a mess. It's like me going, I'm going to clout chase someone from Cops. Do you know what I mean? Like the TV show Cops or Jail, just let me out. That's not going to happen. You can't make anyone relevant. You can't make realification relevant. You can't make you have an inability to, because you're not relevant. It's just such a messy community that we started parodying because Cheryl was involved in it. We didn't know who you were. Cheryl was involved, and it became so messy. And then Monica, and then through the years, now you've become so problematic that not only do we want to educate, we want to entertain. We found people who don't even know anything about this stuff, but they follow us because we actually make you guys, unfortunately, somewhat likable. I mean, more likable than you could ever make yourself. So thank you, Realification, for the super chat. But I mean, they all do that. They need it. I mean, Momo and the Scottish egg, what would they talk about if they didn't have someone to yell at?
Momo is not Momo anymore. And I don't know what the name of that fish is called, but I saw it.
Nemo? No. Bass? Largemouth bass? No. Walleye.
Whatever that fish is, it looks like a
Swordfish.
snail fish, octopus fish. I saw it and I was like, oh my God.
Jellyfish.
Because I was like, nah, y'all clowning. But then I saw her face again. I was like, oh my God, looks just like her. Oh no, y'all put in the comments, what's that fish that has a face? That blobfish thing.
The blobfish. So is she BF now? Blobfish.
I think we
I
should
thought
go
I
with
saw
BF.
that on Reddit. You know, again, I don't check Reddit. I love all these people. Let me see if I can get a good filter for a Momo filter. Let me see if I can get a good one. Or
I'm gonna pull it up.
let's see. What's this one? Okay, let's just pretend. Okay. It's I don't check Reddit. I don't check Reddit. I don't check Reddit.
At all.
I don't even know what someone sent me the exact timestamp and I watched for 2 hours of a video. I don't watch their videos. What's wrong with these people? Why are these people losers? Who does this? I do this. You do this? No, I do this. What? Who would share children's pictures? Me? Well, yeah, me. Well, don't talk about my kid. My kid's 52. Okay? You can't talk about my kid until they start collecting Social Security next year. You can't talk about my kids. Okay? Who does this? Who is this? I don't look at Reddit. I've never looked at Reddit a day in my life. Never a day in my life. Let's see. What's everybody saying here? Blowfish, Reddit loves you. Exactly. Reddit does love that. The stuff of nightmares. Yeah, exactly. That's them. Because beautiful women don't say stuff about the looks. You know who's beautiful? Sophie. Oh my God. Me? The blowfish Momo, man, I'd like to hit that. Exactly. I mean, I can't stop talking about how attractive. So it's like we've never met anyone above a 5. Okay. And I love it. I can't wait. Oh, okay. Here. Oh, let's see. Momo is banned from Reddit. Oh, I am? Okay. I don't look. I don't see it. I don't know. I'm driving. I'm in a car. And I'm checking my hair, and I'm driving, and I'm going to talk about your children. Don't come for me unless they come for you. Momo, blow, poster. Exactly. That scares me. Scares me too. How would you have to look at this every day in the mirror? Okay? And you know what? Nobody talks about looks unless they're ugly. So I talk a lot about looks. A lot. What do you think, Anne? You have to be Anne, Biz. You have to play along with me. You have to be the Scottish egg. It's you. Just do loud. You. I know you dislike her a lot, but just you.
Very much so. I can't stand that raggedy hoe. So sorry, her and then the lady who was sleeping with us. So I won't even give her the time of day.
How about the nurse? You can do the nurse. Easy. Easy. Do the nurse. Just primp and prop. I'm sorry that. Okay, nurse. Okay. Bob, broken up bass, is that you? Is that your eyeball? Is that your eyeball? Okay, I think it is. I think her husband's telling her it's time for bed. I'm sorry I drew devil horns on your dead dog. I was upset and in my feelings, but I didn't watch your videos and I don't look at Reddit. And I never would and I never will. Who is that? Who is this? Are you okay? Do you have COVID? Nope, you don't think COVID's real. Never mind. It's not COVID. It's not COVID. I've had COVID of the face. That's it. I caught COVID only on my face. And I got long-term COVID face. She's crying. I think she's upset because someone talked about her hair being thin and her Botox wearing off. Someone said she lives in average. I don't know. Somehow the text says she doesn't like. Someone said Sailor Moon got $1,500 to go to a haunted hotel and wore slides to the club, so she's crying. Are you okay, Bob? Are you gonna make it? Because I know I hate Sailor Moon too. I hate that she got money. I hate that she's a liar. Who does that? Who is that? Who am I? It's not me. I don't even look. I didn't watch her video. Did you watch her video? Are you okay? It's okay. I understand. I understand what's going on. Okay. It's hard. God. It's hard because we're good people. You know, I haven't posted a child on the internet in 16 minutes.
I tried to be. I could not. I couldn't stop laughing.
It's okay.
First of all, to live her life.
To live her life. Oh my God. They're so triggered by Sailor Moon too. Apparently she went to the club in slides and they did a whole live about it. You okay, Biz? I don't want to kill my friend. Oh no, should I bring the Scottish back? No. You're exactly right, my man. You're exactly right. It's them, it's ye.
Oh God.
It's mean, it's ye. Oh, John Yates would never.
Say so that. Life. Oh my God.
I got a new chair.
Method acting.
And a new job.
And I try to really get into the character, and I just felt immediately depressed and impoverished, and it really bothered me. Oh god, to be
That's
like
okay.
that, I'm breaking through people's homes. It was a lot.
You got to get, it's okay. I got one of them back massaging chairs for my new job. Jay today says I wipe ass for a living. Guess what? I don't. This chair wipes my ass. That's what wipes my ass. Okay. All right. I'm going to be Anne and you be Jay today. Did you watch that live?
I have questions.
Okay. Let me turn off my massaging chair and it's off. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So the first question is, this is what my first question is. Like literally what my first question is. My first question is, where did this beef that CA person come from?
CA.
Curry.
Who?
Korean. It came out of nowhere. And I was thinking to myself,
remember him and Cheryl dragged her?
I don't like that lady either.
Nobody does. She tries to get involved in things that makes up lies. Nobody does. But you don't have to like call her all those names. Like she's come at us and a ton. And guess what? I've never fat shamed her. I've never look shamed her. I've never done any of that because as an adult, I can just go, oh, clearly she's, got some stuff to process. I'm going to move on with my life. Please leave our area. But he instead is like, you're a fat, see you next Tuesday. And he's an awful human.
Is he coming back to his channel?
Well, he says he's down on the views, and the Stankfish was working on justice for Juan Yikes. The Stankfish was really trying, and I think he is really in his feelings now because I don't know if you saw, but he on that long live. The Stankfish actually started crying because I swear to the Lord. Okay.
About what?
Well, let's see. Let's all listen along.
Not on the screen though.
No, the Stankfish.
It's not on the screen.
That's him. That guy in the corner.
Him.
Yeah, did you see him cry? Because he can't help JY. So in this long ass live, okay. That is like, oh my God, so hard to get through. He comes apparently, so Busy, I have to tell you something, Busy, I have to tell you something. Okay. I have to focus my ADHD because we only have so much time. Okay. Do you know how our stalker always said that one saying? They always try to do this when people would hold him accountable for his bad behavior. He would go, shame, something and something, insult, something. This guy, the Stankfish, said the same thing. And when I'm watching him, he's like, remember when we talked on the phone, Brooke? And Brooke's like, I do. Remember when we talked on the phone, Jen? Yep. John, remember all the times we talked on the phone? So he's counseling these people. Mind you, he has tech certifications and a degree in technology or something, some kind of IT. And I'm like, and he follows our stalker. And I'm like, I bet you he had some sessions with that one too, because all of a sudden I'm hearing some of the same propaganda that he says coming out of Stankfish as he's like, when it turns dark, it'll be light. And then also with the shame, guilt, or whatever they would say instead of taking accountability. So this guy really thought, I'm going to come out of the bushes. I'm done being Stankfish. He was in the squirrels chat. I'm telling you, you guys, you got to go in the squirrels old chats that Stankfish was in, and you got to screen grab those things that this guy said. Because this guy, if anything, it's really problematic. I mean, he was disparaging women's bodies. He was disgusting. He was trolling. He was bullying, looking like that. And then he came out and now he's going to help these people. And apparently he's been working on them for a while. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Even. It looks too heavy.
No. And he said he has a wife and people said he's at his mom's house. And
he has a what?
I don't know.
Blow up doll.
We do not know. But, he deleted them. Oh, what a fuck. You know what, though? I bet you I got him.
I love Shady Pines.
I record a lot of stuff. Also, go subscribe to Shady Pines. Did you see Shady Pines' channel?
Oh, no. I just like the Golden Girls and I like Shady Pines.
Oh, drop your channel link. Shady Pines has got some good videos. I don't know if I hear a little reverb, if it's me or if it's you, or
It could be me. It's
I
I
apologize.
don't have headphones on.
So then, JY's like, I have to go. I have to go. Amber said mean stuff to me and I said mean stuff to her. So basically him and Amber going back and forth, you're stupid. No, you're stupid. No, you're a person that passed away did this. No, you're a person no, you're a C next Tuesday. No, you're a C. No, you're fat. No, you're fat. And then did you see when Cody was like, no, bitch? And then JY said about Amber, let's kill her.
Wait.
It was
What?
a whole mess.
Let's kill who?
Amber. So they kept saying, Brooke and JY were like, Amber will not click the link. There's no way she's going to click the link. There's no way she's going to click the link. Click the link, Amber, click the link, because they need content. So Amber clicks the link because she's got bangs now and she's feeling herself. So she's clicking the links. Okay.
Come on, bangs.
So she clicked the link and then it just went downward. And at one point she was like, Joleen, how am I doing? And I'm like, bad. You're all doing bad. You're all bad people. It's all bad. I'm team no one. Don't ever ask
approval.
Exactly. Don't ever ask for my approval because you'll never get it. I approve of me and Busy and the people who are well enough to know that as far as gross. Right. So she said,
first of all, Joleen only approves half of the shit I want to do.
Exactly. I'm a very Judge Judy. It's very hard to get my approval.
I wanted to do something today, and Joleen was like, "No, don't do it."
Yeah, you did.
Don't do it.
Tell him what you wanted to do. It's kind of funny.
Okay, so
and I said no.
I saw the blobfish, Melty Wax Face, and that other lady.
Scottish Egg, Mrs. Doubtfire.
The two ladies who are in happy marriages, but we never see their husband.
Except we see him walking in the back like this.
I saw them today. So I called Joleen because I try not to make moves. The one time I made a move without Joleen, this was back in the day when I had a very bad drinking problem. And I got on the internet and I was like, hey, John, it's me. I can't believe I'm done with her.
Sorry, that was my favorite. He's my favorite. I only like him. Okay, go ahead. Yes, one time you called into JY's live early on before, and he was like, where are all these bees in the chat? And it was for you. So it was just proving again you were more relevant than.
So today, I'm sitting down, working, doing stuff, and I saw that those two old ladies were live. So I was like, I should just say drop the link. And I didn't want to say drop the link because I wanted to tell Joleen first. So I was like, okay, Joleen, I want to say drop the link. And she was like, why? And I was like, just because. I want to say drop the link, and then I'm going to just go get a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Because I wanted a Popeye's chicken sandwich. But I wanted to mess with them. So I wanted to say, drop the link. So then who knows how long they would have waited? Who knows? They could have waited an hour waiting for me to get on after they dropped the link. So I wanted them to drop the link, and then I was going to get a Popeye's chicken sandwich. And Joleen was like, don't do that. And I was like, well, why? The temptation is hard, right? I wanted to just
don't even give them the pleasure of thinking Busy Blue would grace their geriatric screens.
But
don't even give them.
I was gonna be in a Popeye's drive-thru lane.
But they don't know that. They'll be like, Busy was going to join us. It's you, Busy. It's you. You're a fan of us. Gross. You could catch something from clicking the link, like meanness, cruelty.
No, monkeypox.
Sadness in old age. You could. I don't F around like that. Me and Busy can play together, but I don't play with those fools. And I don't want Busy to either because I don't want you.
Needless to say, I didn't do it. I was very sad about it. Well, actually, I was pulled away. God was like, nope, not doing this right now. And sent me another thing to focus on.
Well, I'll show you I'm glad that you restrained yourself, even though as funny as that would be, I didn't even want to give them because they would get that.
Restrained myself. I called you. You said no.
Well, they would get that flutter in their tummy, like Busy Blue are coming up, and then she'd get her chair going. Oh, I can't wait for Busy Blue to come on my channel. Who hurt you, Busy Blue? Who hurt you? I don't watch your channel, so I don't know what you say about me, but I still hate you. Who hurt
You know what I thought
you?
was weird is that they really try to keep my name out of their mouths, but then they let that man come in there and talk cash money shit, and it
Right.
really bothers me
Because they were
And they didn't
terrified
even
of being
say
called
stop.
racist again. They're terrified.
Yeah, but you're racist adjacent.
Yes,
You
exactly.
are. I saw this picture the other day, so powerful, and it said, "If you're at a Trump rally, okay, and a swastika, somebody is holding a swastika flag, waving it and yelling absurdities, and no one is fighting them and trying to drag them out of it.
Yep.
You're at a Nazi.
You're complicit. You're
now
worse.
at a Nazi rally. Like, you cannot sit there and be online with someone, and then they're like, "Oh my God, in words. Oh, I can't stand them." And you're like, "Well, my camera's off and my mic's not on." So no, if the people aren't dragging them out, telling them that they're trash, what they're doing is wrong, you agree. You agree.
You're complicit and you agree and you're part of the problem. And no longer does the excuse exist. Well, I don't like everything my friend says. That's like saying I love 2.5 Men and my friend hates it. Okay, I guess I can like you even though you like 2.5 Men, which is a silly sitcom, and I prefer Euphoria. Those are disagreements that you can have. But if your friend says the N-word and is xenophobic and asks Rabbit for her immigration attorney, and I mean, those are differences that should be friend-ending differences.
Right.
It's one thing to be like, well, I got a friend who likes country music. I can't stand country music, but I put up with them. It's another thing to be like, I got a friend who's a full-on racist, misogynist, threatens to put kids on porn sites, is a xenophobe. God, what else does he do? He grifts and lies, and
not even that. Yo, if Joleen started saying some stuff, I was like, "Oh, girl, no," easily. It's that easy. It's that easy. I don't understand how they are like, "Oh, he's saying the N-word, he's doing all of these things," and you're just like, "Well, my camera wasn't on."
No.
My camera wasn't on, so
well, I wasn't
don't
there.
Agree.
Yeah, I was cleaning my kitchen. I'm not. You guys, I put it on. Now they do this thing where they're in the chat and they go, "Hey guys, I'm here, but I'm not. So if something happens, not liable, but I'm here. And if you bring up the witch, then I'm gonna say, oh, witchy poo did what? But otherwise, I'm not here." And then all of a sudden, miraculously, he says all these problematic things like, "I'm gonna kill you," and they're like, "Did you hear that?" "Oh, sorry, I was washing my deck." "Sorry, I was painting my house on this live because I often am in lives where I am not fully aware." Okay, so JY and Amber said despicable things to each other. That's what they do. I mean, birds of a feather. They once were besties for the resties, and then now
I'm gonna send this out here, and I know you're gonna be mad at me.
Oh no.
So just be mad. I'm giving you full, Jen, stop.
Who?
Like, walk away. Like, it's getting pathetic, and you're one of my favorite characters. And I love you dearly, Jen.
She's gone.
And I care about you a lot. And because I want you to do well, I want you to succeed. I want you to live a prosperous life. You, your children, your family, everything. And I was listening to, I don't know what video it was, somebody sent it to me, and it was almost like he was yelling at her. She was like, "But I'm on your side." It was like a drug dealer to a addict or a I don't want to say that word. It was like a drug dealer to an addict. And it was like, "No, please. No, I have your back. I was always loyal
this
to
is
you.
a drug to a lot of them.
I've always been loyal to you. I'll never turn my back on you." And I was thinking to myself, this is pathetic on the internet. And you are stronger. I thought you were stronger than this. Just stand up. Stand up. Oh, I don't mess with the computer. Stand up. Stand up, GB.
She's not going too busy. I mean, yeah. It's, you can only show someone so much grace, and then they're just. We didn't
I
never.
don't
I didn't
like
never
seeing
know. We didn't know much about her because people wanted us to cover her sagas, but it's like that's too much for me. But we always were kind enough because we knew she looked like she was struggling. So we pretty much went very easy on her, and we've been criticized about going easy on her. But
she's one of my faves, and y'all can eat shit. She's one of my faves. And now I'm slowly looking at her like, girl,
well, Busy.
I
She
I
called.
put all my money on you.
Read this comment because I've heard quite a bit of racist things come out of her mouth. So
She called who mutts? Who?
I've heard quite a few very insensitive, bigoted things.
I put all my money on her.
Yeah,
I bet all my money on her.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I'm done.
So
I am.
We can't. That's why you got to be. Yeah, you got to just be team nobody because we showed a lot of grace because it's clearly there's things there that are very serious. But it turns out, it's just that the drug is looking for that next fix of who's going to pay attention to me, who's going to listen to my story, how do I get followers, how do I get famous, how do I do this sort of thing. Okay, so back into this live, Busy.
Yeah.
So Amber has left the building. Finally, JY was like, drop her, Brooke, drop her. And Brooke's like, I'm painting my house, I'm painting my toenails, I'm feeding my, bread dog. And then he's like, she said this horrible thing because she brought up stuff about his mom. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Him saying to kill herself is disgusting. Him saying for her that he's going to kill her is disgusting. It's all disgusting. Also, we probably were just demonetized. So feel free to drop super chats because I keep saying, I hate that we have to say the K. Like, it's like, oh my God, it's so crazy. These are words. So then he's now found. JY has now gotten what he wanted. He has found the sad fishing he needed. She took the bait and said the thing about his mom, and now he can go on that for the rest of his life. And everything he's done is null and void because there's nothing that's bad. I would argue that saying that you were going to case someone is just as bad, and the things you have said are even worse than that. But, no one on that side will ever, their little sides, how they have, their Amber side and their John side, they'll never admit either one. It's crazy, okay? So then the stank fish is there. Okay, so I think we're going to get a snot nose thing. Okay, so he's going to cry and we'll get there. Okay. Can you hear it?
Like I took
Yeah.
I did party in my 20s, but like
this is my favorite part because he's going to talk about
first of all, stop.
How he doesn't do drugs. How he doesn't do drugs. I know. And then he goes, I did party in my 20s. We all did. No, not all of us did meth through our 20s. Not all of us did coke in our 20s. If you did, God bless. But give me a break. And then he's going to, they call me MH. And it's just ridiculous.
So it wasn't like a try. It was just like we all did it.
We all did it. Busy me.
I would say I have attempted a whole lot of things. This is when my mom said, stop hanging out with those white people.
Proof and point.
My mom says, stop hanging out with those white people.
Have gone bad.
I remember, oh my God, quick story time. It was the one and only time ever in my entire life that I had did acid. And this was like I want to say it was like 12, 14 years ago, whatever. This was when this is how nerdy I am. My Uber rating went down because I was getting in the Uber and I was getting out of the Uber and I went back in the Uber. I called the Uber. They got out of the Uber, got in the Uber, got out of the Uber, and then my rating kept going down. And then because I was with my my white friend and we had went to some rave or whatever. I was trying.
You got to make less white friends. We are problematic. Sir.
I was trying to be cool with her. Like I was really trying to be cool with her. And her boyfriend's like, "Oh my God, put this under your tongue." And I was like, "Sure, whatever." And I got out of the Uber, they got another Uber, got out of I kept jumping, I jumped out of like 4 Ubers, and my rating went down so low. Right. And then the next day I was like, oh my God, look at my rating. And my wife was like, yeah, where did you go? Bitch, I don't know. Like I have no idea. And I vowed to myself, oh girl, I'll never do a drug again. Like this is stupid. I saw the notes when I was in the rave, and I was like, I gotta go home because I could see the music. And it seemed really weird to me. And I was like, I can see the music, I gotta go home. And she's like, okay. Like, I can tell that maybe white people are like, girl, well, then find your way home, because black people would be like, well, let me walk you outside. I was like, girl, I gotta go. Like, I feel like I can see the music. She was like, okay, see you tomorrow. And I got in the Uber, got out, got in, got out, got in, got out. And my rating went down to a C. And I saw that C, and I was like, I'm never doing a drug again. I'm never doing a drug again.
Well, be careful. Now you've admitted that. Now they're going to treat you. He's going to cooch you, because apparently now all the hags, they're all like, don't drug shame, don't addiction shame, don't do any of this. However, JY and them go live and they go, Cooch does mushrooms. Yeah, she wakes up.
I saw that. I'm like, I didn't say I was an addict, y'all. I did it one time, and my Uber rating went down. First of all, it was in the span of 5 hours. My Uber rating went down, and I said, I'll never do it again. Never do it again. I will never do it again.
If Cooch didn't do mushrooms, I would be disappointed, because if I was like, what does someone who looks like mushrooms look like? It would be Coochie Cream for sure. And if she's shrooming out and that gets her through her desert days or wherever she lives, Florida, wherever, then let it be. And also, you sure liked her when she was mushrooming out, and I'm not a Cooch fan, but it was just like, okay, sir, you're going to get upset about people talking about the clear addictions that we have going on here. But she's dropping some shrooms, and they're like, who does that? I'm like, I don't know. Lots of creative people.
You live in Florida. I mean,
or wherever they live. I don't know. I feel it's somewhere hot, Arizona, something like that. Okay. So here we go. I don't know. Bill Hicks and wrote great comedy. Like, lots of people do hallucinogenics, which I would argue are probably a little better than methamphetamines. Okay, let's go. So here's where he's going to be like, I don't do drugs.
Improve. Like, look. How many years in the drug panel? He's a meth head. Look at Reddit, the meth head. MH did this. Like I don't do fucking drugs. I did party in my 20s, but like shit, I'm 43. It's not my life anymore.
So everybody's got a pass, and the one that was up here has the dirtiest.
And I'm honest about it. Like,
and the foam was just foam.
I'm honest about it. When is he honest about it? He always says he doesn't.
Foam on parade. Do you remember Rage Against the Machine?
No.
Fools on parade. Okay, that might be very old and very white. But
so has he been open and honest about him using party? That's meth.
I have no idea. I don't know what this dude's talking about. All I know is he's like, time to cry, time to foam, and we're clearly not doing our outpatient therapy.
Like, listen, did I do drugs like when I'm in my 20s? Absolutely. Well, your 20s are for a living.
Your 20s are for living. Well, I mean, okay. Has he ever thought about inspirational signs? I could see that on a quote, like at Kohl's, like your 20s are for living. Do drugs. Your 20s are for living. At like Spencer Gifts or something.
My thing is, it seems like it's like long standing, like long term. Like, y'all saw how I just told y'all that story that like happened in one day. He's seeming like, did I snort cocaine from 21 to 29? Yeah, sure. But who hasn't?
Your 20s are for cocaine. Everybody knows it. That needs to be the new inspirational signs. Your 20s are for cocaine. And then after that, you got to nip it in the bud. Then you move on to alcohol, grifting, foaming at the mouth, other things. I mean,
everybody knows. Meth from 20 to 29. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? And they're like, oh, we have such empathy. Miss me with this. I feel bad for child trafficking. I feel bad for things that are actually like scary and sad and important and things that need change. Not a grown baby man who's like, I miss my 20s because it was more acceptable for me to, do drugs. Okay.
I'm 40 fucking 3. I don't.
Okay, Clint is 41, and guess what? He's been an addict.
We do not need that commentary.
And he openly says it. And he laughed.
He doesn't have to openly say it. Like, that's the thing. These people think they have to openly say it. We know.
I would rather they
just one time. He laughs. I'm not saying that you did, but I'm saying, what do you think Clint gets put on from Love After Lockup? Read her. What Amber did a whole video about.
Can you rewind this 30 seconds? Because I watched that TV show she talked about.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not saying that you did, but I'm saying, what do you think Clint gets put on from Love After Lockup? Read her. What Amber did a whole video about when he went to jail, which she's not bigot, right? But claimed that Clint was gay. grab the soap, his ankles. That's what was up here.
I'm so sorry, John.
John?
This breaks my heart seeing you.
I'm so sorry, John. This breaks my heart seeing you like this. I'm going to keep you on live so that you
Was
can
it
continue to
Clint
embarrass
or
yourself.
hard drugs? Like I got into the show. Literally,
Reefer.
I got into the show because my mom was like, they done caught this man in the Walmart doing something with somebody in the car. And he had all this meth with him. And I was thinking, Mom, what, like, why are you watching these type of TV shows? What is this show? And then for Kwanzaa, we all came home and she was like, you need to watch Love at the Lockup. And she made me fall in love with Clint and his wife at the time, or fiance at the time, when he was like, motherfucker crack. And she left him and she did all of that dope and had his car and all his credit cards and this and that. Girl, who do you think you are for reefer? Dope. God, that was full on crack. And we literally saw it on TV.
It's on
And
TV.
you can Google it when he was caught in the Walmart parking lot. And I'm not making that up.
What did they do in the Walmart pot? You told me, but I never watched the
Girl,
show.
he fell asleep with his girlfriend, and they caught all those drugs with him and her allegedly. But you could go, like you could Google it, like you literally can Google it. Tracy did go. R.I.P. Tracy. I didn't even like the way that was put out on YouTube, but that's a whole other story
That's
for
gross.
another day.
People made so much money off that woman's
I
death.
remember.
That's sick. Okay, here we go.
And you like this.
Listen to me. You have to dig down so hard because you know what? When she sat and made that damn shit about my mom, I was about to flip out, and I did it.
I gotta blow it. You're making note of my shirt. I'm sorry. Hold on.
What? Why does no one have Kleenexes? Why? Why? We are adults. How do you not own a Kleenex toilet paper? Say, hey, Chody, stop angry masturbating in our cottage bedroom. Can you bring me some TP? I got boogies. Thank you, baby. Love ya. Again, this is the second.
I can't speak too much. I have listened to My Favorite Murder, and Georgia has blown her nose on a tablecloth.
That's very different than something you're wearing.
Yeah, I'll say, was she wearing it? No. This is kind of disgusting. Can I ask a question? When did he get this chain around his neck? Like, where's this necklace coming from? This piece of pagoda, very thin, 6 carat. Like, where did this come from?
I think someone dropped it on his lawn because somebody dropped
some
pots and pans on his lawn. Oh, they'll talk about that in this live. They claim that he claims Amber talks ghetto.
What does that mean?
Exactly. She goes, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. And he was like, why do you always have to talk? I can go back and we can play it, but yeah.
He said she talks ghetto.
But the nurse has said that too. The nurse has commented on her trying to speak the way she tries to speak with people of color, and they've talked about her speaking ghetto. That's what they say. They're whole ass bigots.
What the fuck does that mean? First of all, I think that she just speaks this way just because she speaks this way.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck
they're
does that
whole
mean?
ass bigots. They know what that means. They're freaking they're walking white supremacists. Like, they literally are just hoping someone else says something more problematic than them so it's not exposed. I mean, you're looking at the lady that called Perry a burnt turtle. And then she said, even if he was white, I would call him a turtle. No, honey, the burnt part is the problem. The burnt. Right. The burnt. They do this all the time. They always say that. They're like, oh, when did you get hood? When did you get ghetto? Like, all this stuff. And it's like, I'm sorry. When I'm looking at
what is
a
ghetto?
Piece of trash, I do not. That is, if that doesn't show you how strong white supremacy is in this country, that someone who looks like that, acts like that, can somehow still find a way to put down people.
And what did they talk like?
Exactly. Okay, let's keep going.
Look at Reddit. They call me MH. They call me Meth. They call me Go Again. They call me.
Oh no. Oh no.
And you would think that if I was doing drugs, like, it would have shown up on my fucking thing when I tried to kill myself.
Absolutely. That is the first thing that they test for. And by the way, suicide idolation.
What's a suicide idolation? Is that like on American Idol? I thought it was an ideation, maybe. I mean, you
First of all,
people quit.
that's exactly what it's called. And then secondly, let's be clear, y'all. And I've told my story, and I've been open and honest
I've
about
told
it.
my story, and
When you go into the hospital,
Mhm.
Especially if it's something that like you've self-done, or say they're gonna do a 24-hour whatever,
Yep.
on you, or 48-hour whatever, a week, a week hold. They're not drawing blood. Like they're not until like the next day. Like I didn't go in there and they're like, okay, give me all this, give me your blood, give me everything. Give me all of that. Child, no. Well, you know what, but let me not say that, because when you first get there, they're taking your blood pressure, all of that stuff. Then the next day they are doing stuff. And who's to say that they're testing for all? Where did he even go?
Well, that's the thing. It then
You
turned into,
did you show your medical records? It would have
he
showed up
did.
on our.
He did. He showed it on MTV's that quilter lady who is like a dance mom who was comparing one lady in the community's daughter. She's like, my daughter's a better dancer than your daughter. Okay, I don't even care. And I was like, is this lady for real? She was with Scottish Egg.
So
And
he
I think it
showed
was-
his medical records.
Yeah, so he showed something, but it basically showed that he was going through severe alcohol, I think, withdrawals, like possible seizure type stuff.
How many pages did he show?
I have no idea. I was like not interested because everything
When
this
I
guy
went
says
into
is
the
a lie.
hospital, it was like 19 pages.
Well, the only reason he's doing this is because Yahoo Boy got the FOIA request, because there's this whole time that they can't account for, that the lies are coming through, where it's like, he was bleeding out of his eyeballs and Jody had to put him in the Mustang and then they went to the hospital and it was crazy and Jody was there. And now then the officer, this officer Hershey, allegedly, he's out there because people called. And again, me and Busy are like, don't call, don't get involved in people's business.
Please don't.
However, in this situation, I would never call, but they named people. They were out there trying to push a narrative, just like the Stinkfish, just like Mod 148, saying Joleen, Siwa, Amber, and Sherelle, you got what you wanted, basically blaming. I was on vacation, and she put me in his story like, I want this guy to hurt himself. What are you even talking about? Because we don't want him to be a racist, misogynist piece of shit on the internet.
Get better.
We want you to get better. And Reddit always says it best. It's like the only people that want him to hurt himself are the people that are enabling him. And that's basics of addiction. If you continue to enable someone, you don't give a fuck. They don't, because they're making money off of it. They have channels off of it. They have all this. So if he gets better, what's Brooke going to talk about? What's Momo going to talk about? What's Mrs. Doubtfire going to talk about? What's Jen going to talk about? I mean, I guess Jen can talk about Squirrel, and Squirrel can talk about Jen, and Amber can talk about Jen, and they can go in that circle. But then they'll just have to fight with each other. And then they also don't have that tie to say, we have a friend who, yes, he foams at the mouth. Yes, those aren't his teeth. Yes, there's other issues. Yes, he lives in the garage, but he has 100K subscribers or followers. Okay, on Instagram, allegedly. They can't claim that. They can't pull from his resources of, Angela, the hated Angela from 90 Day, the felon, whatever his name is from 90 Day, all the worst of the worst. So it's just crazy to me. So he only showed that because Yahoo Boy is starting to release stuff to show he's lying. So then the story changed to, yes, Jody dropped me off at the hospital, and yes, I had the idolations that Jen, that cemetery Jen said.
Suicide idolations.
I had all the idolations. And then
where does he have a sponsor?
He has nothing. He's not doing any work outside this. They were trying to say, like, there's no way any therapist or anyone in outpatient, I've been in outpatient therapy before. Yeah. No one would advise you to go online and foam at the mouth and scream and harass people. No one would advise this behavior. This is going, then he changes the story. Okay, so Chody did drop me off, but because of COVID, which we now believe in, and the nurse says, hello, I was kidding. I believe in it too. He dropped me off. He couldn't come in. And then I was afraid they were going to hold me forever. So then I left. And I walked 8 miles with Eminem, and I had, knees weak, arms heavy, this vomit on
I
your sweater
hate you.
already, mom spaghetti,
I hate you.
and then I got into a rap battle on the way with what's his face? What's that actor's name that had the dreads in the movie? And he was super
Mekhi
cute, especially
Phifer?
when he was, Mekhi Phifer. He was super cute when he was younger, but I don't know if he's problematic. I saw your face drop, so I'm nervous.
No, it's
But-
Mekhi Phifer. I
okay.
was thinking if it's Mekhi Phifer, it could
Yeah.
like literally not be him.
But he was like so cute, and then so he met Mekhi Phifer, and Mekhi Phifer's like, have you ever rapped before? And he was like, I haven't, but I'm having idolations. And he was like, well, American Idol's having a tryout. So he stopped
I'm
over at
so
American
mad
Idol.
that you all are calling
he
it
was like,
idolations.
But he said, no, that's what Cemetery Jen said.
Somebody
She's
said
an
it's
expert.
actually 20.8 miles.
Oh my God.
That's
the
a
squirrel.
lot.
That's the squirrel just told you that.
Oh.
Okay, so walking, and apparently Reddit was saying he'd have to walk across a bridge where you can't walk, and this would mean he got dropped off. He's bleeding because according to the nurse, they had to
He's
keep
whatting?
him. He's bleeding. He's bleeding everywhere. Bled. He's Tempest bled sewing. He's just like bled, and he's walking around, and it's The Walking Dead, and zombies are there, and there's an American Idol tryout, and he's like knees weak, arms heavy. I only know one part of the song, obviously. And then he takes his time. He doesn't have his phone. He doesn't have cards. I will tell you, I have walked home and left a hospital because
What the fuck? Why?
I was newly living in Arizona. I was in my 20s when you're supposed to have fun and do cocaine, according to John Yates.
What were you done drugs all your 20s? Okay.
I got locked out of my apartment. I tell a story about it on stage. I couldn't. My boyfriend at the time left me at the bar.
You
It was a
broke
mess.
into the window.
Yes,
and
I
you
kicked
were
the
bleeding
window.
all over the
was
place.
bleeding.
I remember.
They took me in, but then the next day I was too embarrassed to be like, I couldn't get a hold of anyone because I had just moved to this new state, and my boyfriend wasn't answering the phone because he was a dickhead. And so they're like, do you have a ride? I was like, yeah, I got it set up. So I walked home. I had lost one of my ballet slippers that I was wearing that night out. So I walked home with one of those little booties they give you.
What the fuck were you doing? You were wearing ballet slippers, breaking into homes, bleeding on the legs. Your boyfriend's not answering. You only had one ballet slipper on. What the fuck was going on, Joleen?
Well, that's why I'm 10 years sober. I didn't make the best decisions. But I thought, hey, I've seen tons of episodes of Cops. I'll just kick the windows, our guest bedroom of our apartment. And I thought the window would pop in. But instead,
with ballet slippers on?
I didn't know. I was drunk on tequila. I was newly in this city. I was dating a cheater. It was a whole mess. I was a mess. So then my foot went through and it came out with a big shard of glass. And then my neighbor came out and she was like, oh my God. And she took me in her apartment. And she was like, hey, I don't know what to do. And I said, you should probably call the police. I'm bleeding pretty heavily. And then she said, well, don't tell them I have all these pills here. And I said, okay, I won't.
Was this John? Wait, so was this not John Yates' apartment?
It wasn't John Yates'
Are
apartment.
you sure he wasn't?
We've all had lives. We've all had problems, but some of us cleaned our shit up and we own our shit. And now we're able to make great comedy from it. But literally, they take me to the hospital. They dig the glass out of my legs. Okay. See, something in common. Exactly. So they take the glass out of my leg. I just moved there. I just got a job. It's a whole mess. I'm going to start my job in a day. And then they say, okay, here, call someone. So I'm calling. This is 2007, calling. And he's not answering. And so they're like, oh, is your ride here? I'm like, my ride's here. So I go outside. It's Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. It was the clinic over there. It starts raining. It never rains barely in Arizona. So not only do I not know my address because I literally moved there a week before, but I had time to go out and party with my boyfriend and the neighbor girl that he was cheating on me with. He cheated on me with lots of people, but that was just one of them. Okay. And she was beautiful. Her name was Amanda. She was from Wisconsin. I guess they make him prettier there. Hey, Amanda, hope you're doing well. She's married now, whatever. Okay. God bless.
And not with him.
God bless her. Yeah, I think she has a better husband. Okay. So then I'm walking. I stop at I know my street, and I stop at a coffee shop and I asked to use their phone because this is 2007. At this time, my phone is dead.
Girl, what time is it?
It's the morning time now. People are going to work. I'm walking with a bandaged leg like the fucking Walking Dead down the street with one ballet slipper in capri pants. This is when people wear I wore capri pants to the club. I had just moved from the Midwest to the Southwest. I thought that shit was hot. It wasn't. And so I'm walking. And the doctor had said, some glass is going to be in your leg. Can I use your phone? And I'm going in the coffee bean and they just look at me like, oh my God, we feel bad for this girl. Finally, I use the phone, but he doesn't answer. you know? So then I say, where's Osborne? Because I lived on Osborne, I believe, at the time. And they said that way. So I started walking that way. Then I see my boyfriend leaving, driving the car. He's going to work. He saw the bloody window and he was like, well, I got to get to work. So I don't know how we got here. But what I'm saying is
Johnny Ace is a meth head.
you're a meth head. And it's okay. It's okay to have issues, and it's okay to quit stigmatizing all this stuff and quit stigmatizing mental health. And we all struggle. Oh, the hospital thing. That's what my point was, is that I have walked home from a hospital, and that is a true story. But I don't believe if I would have been, I had already been bandaged up, stitched up, glass taken as much as they could from my leg. But if I'm bleeding everywhere, like he said he was, how are you just going to walk?
I've never walked home from a hospital. Now I can only remember
two
hospital stays. I've gone to one, the last one that I did when I was, attempting suicide, and then the one before that, I was in college, and I just turned 21, and I went out drinking. It's this place called Pure here in the DMV area where they sell dollar drinks on Tuesdays. My birthday was on a Tuesday. And I got wasted, okay? And then I went back to my friend's dorm room. I was the first one to turn 21. So I went back to my friend's dorm room and I was drunk. But because we were all good kids, like I hung around like some good kids. And they were like, oh my God, he's dying. And I lay down on the bed and they were trying to get me up and they were like, oh my God, he's not waking up. And they called my mom. They called my mom, they called my aunt, and then they put me in the tub and they poured water all over me. And they were like, oh my God, he must be dying. Because we didn't know. We never drank before. They called the ambulance. Girl, the ambulance brought me to the hospital. And
we both had drunken ambulance rides.
It was my first time, and they brought me to the hospital. My mother was so nervous because they were like, "He's not responding. He's not saying anything." It's like, but I was just drunk. And they brought me to. And y'all, if an ambulance come, you better take your ass in it because you got to pay for it anyway. Brought me to the hospital. That lady looked at me and was like, are you sure he's not just drunk? And they're like, he's not responding. He's not doing it. They gave me an IV in the waiting room. That's Howard University hospital for you. But they gave me an IV in the waiting room. I never even went back to it. And my friends were there the entire time.
Oh my God, busy.
Those are the two times that I've ever been.
I mean, and I'm sorry, but Unbreakable Star, I partied at Martini Ranch. I punched a dude over a cab outside of Martini Ranch when I was 26. Oh
my God, so you knew it.
Real. I knew it. Yeah. There was, because South Scottsdale, I moved there and I was like, oh shit. I had never lived anywhere else but Minnesota and Wisconsin. And it was like party central. They had clubs busy. They had clubs that had they had this one club that it was like one floor was like earth, wind, air, fire. And they had different floors you could go to. I mean, it was party central. It was Scottsdale, I think.
Planet.
Yeah, it was like Captain Planet shit. And they had all these bars and they had all these clubs. And I'm 25, 26 years old. I just moved there. I'm like, let's get it started. I don't realize I'm an alcoholic yet, but I know it's coming because I come from a long line of them. And I'm like, yeah. And it was back in the day. If you don't have an alcohol problem, go party in Scottsdale. I don't know if it's the same, but they had clubs and then bars and they had everything for everyone. But it was just.
Are we promoting alcohol?
We're promoting Scottsdale.
If you don't have an alcohol problem, go to Scottsdale.
And I could walk to the bars. You know what I mean? So when I left that hospital, I'm like, well, I can walk home because I lived off of, because there's Scottsdale Road has tons of the bars and in the outskirts. And I lived off Osborne and 30, I don't remember, but 68th, Osborne and 68th.
Get back to the story.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So yeah. So there's no way this dude, he comes up with this whole, why didn't you tell us that before? And I did forget that he did say, and I think I saw it here in the comments, that he had to leave, not just because he was scared they're going to keep him forever, but because he's the breadwinner in his family, because Jody can't work. He's a 38-year-old, 39-year-old able-bodied man.
Why isn't he working?
Oh my God. Oh, let's read the comments on this one. We need a busy reads on this.
Why isn't he working?
Busy, pull it up on your own screen so you can do a busy reads. Okay, he can't work. He's poor Chody would have been home all by himself. And who's gonna go on the internet and beg for cash and cry and foam at the mouth and blame people for bullying, and pay the rent? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Okay, so here you go.
Is exactly why I got admitted 2 years ago. I did not self-harm myself, but I did say that I had thought.
These two think they're special because of it, yet they have no empathy for anyone else who's ever been through anything. And most people have been through a lot of shit in their life, and most people carry trauma. But you know what most people don't do is they don't put their trauma on other people. They don't trauma bomb people. They don't make people suffer because they've suffered. What they do is they get help. Okay, so that's what your 20s should have been for, discovering that you're a fucking mess and you need to go clean that shit up. And you can't be putting that shit on other people the rest of your life. One of the big reasons I got sober was because I wanted to get sober, and I knew it was becoming a problem, but also because I didn't want my parents to have to find me, you know, and I had blacked out and hit my head or something bad happened to me. Or I didn't want Chell, who I was kind of newly dating at the time. I mean, we were in a relationship for a couple years. He was with me a couple years of my because we met, and then I got sober like 2 years after we started dating, maybe a little less. And I didn't want Chell to go through that because I knew what it was like to grow up around alcoholism, and I knew I didn't want the people I loved, and if I had a family one day, like I didn't want to put them through that. And so I really wanted to get sober for myself, and I wanted to get sober for the people around me, whether that was right or wrong at the time. That's how I felt. I felt like, you know, my parents put a lot of time and money into me. I didn't want them finding me passed out because I hit my head on the sink and passed out next to the litter box. You know what I mean? Like
you didn't even have a cat during that time.
And I didn't even have a cat, but I always have a litter box, you know.
Can I show this video really quickly? It's like so random. It has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about, but it makes me happy every time.
Of course.
That's how y'all know I'm tired.
All right. The screen is yours, my friend. When teaching hula hoop goes wrong.
When I say wiggle your hips, no. Hold up. He stopped pepper up, mom.
That's really all I had.
How is a newborn gonna beat Momo at wiggling hips? How is a newborn know how to move their hips more than a grown-ass lady? So much.
When I say wiggle your hips,
I love that little baby. She's so cute. She's like, no, you said wiggle. Wiggle. Busy got so happy. He knocked himself out of the stream. Okay. Yeah, it could teach Momo quite a bit, for sure. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I honestly believe some of them take some of our stories, study them, and use them. I think so. I really do. I feel like some of them have studied me and Busy. Like, they're crazy. Jody can't work. He broke stoves. Did you knock yourself out because you got so excited by the little cute baby?
She's so adorable.
I know. She's so adorable.
When I say wiggle your hips,
she was like,
he's like, no, yeah. I'm just giving you instructions. I'm giving you instructions in the background. Her mom's like, get it, baby.
Shout out to my husband who called me earlier when Chell called me because he's working tonight. And he said, so when I come home in the morning, you want me to bring you your coffee? And I said, yeah, I'm going to need it because I have an early morning meeting. And he goes, I'll moose it because there's a coffee shop in Minnesota called Caribou. And if you want extra espresso, they say, you want me to moose it? And we just learned that. I think that's like the funniest thing. I guess you have to be busy. Doesn't think
like
it's funny.
Literally no one likes
Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, here we go. We got to learn valuable things.
Thought about it, and that is why I was diagnosed.
Born in my side for years. Like,
I know it is.
Do you want to text me that and I'll put it up on here again just to make sure everybody sees?
They call me MH. I'm a drug addict, and then they see it, and they like, I'm not. I smoke pot, and I drink. That's hilarious to me.
Okay. If you're not hurting anybody and you're fine, then they don't need to worry about it.
He's hurting a lot of people. That's why there's a whole ass petition of over 3,000 people that want him to stop hurting people online. So there's people that are getting hurt, lady.
What is he
crying
about?
If I was doing meth or coke, or who fucking cares? Who cares?
Nobody.
Everybody cares because they're obsessed with
your 40s are for coke.
They're obsessed with everything. They don't have any proof of shit. They make up things and then,
ma'am, do you not see all the videos with the proof? Everyone says no one has proof, and then we have proof of all the bad behavior. But they don't have proof. They're obsessed. They make up things. What else is in the script? God, Stankfish, you didn't email me the updated script.
Obsessed over it. They're starting to
do
do it.
we not think it's weird where, like, you know how, okay, you talk about your past addiction.
Of course.
I talk about things I've done in the past, but never did both of us ever say, like, and if we're doing it right now, it had Coke just sniffed it yesterday, who cares? Like, we've never sat here and just like, and if I had a drink 2 nights ago, who cares? You know, if I snorted meth or put it up my ass crack yesterday, who cares? Like, why is he making it relevant to, if you're so not doing it, why are you making it so relevant to today?
Exactly.
Like, if you're not doing it, you're not doing it. Like, and that's just that. And you wouldn't sit here and say, you know, and if I was drinking, you know, gallons of stuff yesterday, who cares?
Who cares?
Bruh.
Leave me alone. I thought you said your 20s are for cocaine. Now you're saying 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You know.
Now it's yesterday. Now it's if I was
heaven.
doing it all the time. Who cares?
Heaven is for
I
coke.
thought you
Heaven
weren't
is for
doing
coke. Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Do it to all of us on Reddit. Things that aren't true and they perpetuate. And then it
That's
becomes
what
the
Terry
story.
said.
Just blame Reddit. Blame Reddit for them literally showing exactly what you say and do in your videos. But keep going.
And then it becomes the
the
story.
Johnny H fan club on Reddit, cord 3 or 4. I don't know.
Well, Terry Times, look what Terry Times said, John. She's like, pull up your hot dude pants. She said they call her an M head. Who
If someone's calling you a meth head at 71, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know who that person. Oh, here he comes. Now he's gonna solve it. He's like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm on it. Here I come, Stankfish. Don't worry, guys. Justice for one. Yikes. Here we go."
My mother killed herself because of it.
All
Fucking,
right.
like, don't get my medical records and whatever. I'm like, well, there you go. You see it now. You want it. You fucking had to have somebody like.
John, we're here for you.
I need you to order an audit on those
I'm
records.
tired of all of this. All I want is
John, we're here for you.
We're here for you, John. John.
He is like my mother after she whipped my ass because I got a bad grade in school.
He's
We're
so
here for you.
disingenuous. He
We're
is
good.
so he can't. He's like, when do I talk about my accreditations? Okay, I probably have more accreditations than I should give credit to. Like, I know I shouldn't mention it. I know it's probably not good for me, but I have a lot of accreditations. Did I mention my accreditations? I'm gonna just be him while we
Oh
watch him
my
because-
god, y'all!
Don't
and
I
know
look like him?
They said white people change and the colors like no
I'm a
other.
shapeshifter.
Look
bro.
at his arms and look at his face. It's like 2 different people.
Oh, you're talking about JY. I thought you were talking about how great
JY.
I look as the fish.
No, you do like now. It's very similar. Like
Don't
you,
worry.
I could say you were strange twins.
We're going to be dark, and then there's going to be a light. And I'm here. My accreditation, I have more that are good for me. And I know, I just
You
don't want
have
to see anybody.
more energy than him. Look at him.
Oh, well,
He looks
he's
like
very...
He looks like a Best Buy employee. He looks like somebody who can help you put up your TV.
but doesn't want to, reluctantly have to go back to work at Best Buy. His wife's like,
He's
you
like,
better get a job, Kyle. And he's like, God, I'm going to be big on Twitch. I just need a couple more people to watch me play Rocket Dog or
He's
Rocket
giving
League.
Geek Squad realness. He's giving Geek Squad realness, but the manager, like,
He
who,
looks like
is in the back.
The personification of the dark web. Okay, here we go.
Oh God.
Oh God. We're all just going to watch him cry.
Well, I think
you know what to wear on
What?
He doesn't want to wear underwear.
to wear a tear on someone's soul and life.
Not their soul. Don't worry, John, we're here. We're here. And FU's like, where's Chody? Chody don't care. Chody already yelled at a woman in this live. He did this. He did this. He did all the... He's
Oh,
sleepy.
it's normal.
People, they keep saying horrible shit about you. And it's always saying, it's always about me. Always.
Always.
And God forbid, like, Maria goes live or Brooke goes live. They say, John, you're friends with him. They say, oh, you're horrible.
They say what?
I don't know.
Shit,
He's making
with
stuff
the
up.
FOIA request. And I didn't want to go live today at all.
I didn't want to go live today at all. Well, then log off. You are 43. Log off. You can
Yeah, but
log off.
It's also not his live. Like, you can leave.
Exactly.
Like, literally anytime.
You keep going to your Hag
Yeah.
live going.
I didn't want to go live today at all, and then you log on.
I mean, how anyone believes this is beyond. I mean, this should be.
I didn't want to go
taught as a
live
class.
today at all. She said, "Here's the link."
And then they want to go to sleep because that one actually has a job in the morning. The only one I think that does is the nurse. And then whatever Stankfish does, cyberbullying.org/gasm. I don't know. That's one of my husband's jokes, but I always steal it from him. But I don't know what they do, but he was like, no, stay on.
You look like a damn fool.
John, we're all here for you.
Do I look sexy? Do I look sexy, Rexy?
No.
Okay. Well, neither does Stank.
Alive, I didn't. But
All right, he's got to
John,
go.
we're all here for you.
We're all here for you, John. John,
I
we're here for you.
hear that. Oh,
I hear that roll, but I just need you to know that nobody knows what it's like to be me.
y'all don't fucking know.
Y'all don't fuck. Okay, so y'all don't fucking know for a while. He's gonna break down. He's gonna say there's stuff he's gonna take to the grave.
Yeah.
And it's like, why wouldn't you end the live? Your friend is having a full on, I don't know what's happening here, but I mean, and then the Stank's just like, well, here for you, John.
And for what? And for what? For what? What? I do a live and I get 2,000 fucking views. Like they're still going on me like I'm.
And that is the moment where Stankfish was like, is that true? I'm gonna check those stats. And then I am going to ghost him because I thought he got more views than that. This clout chase is not working.
Sherelle, Sherelle goes live. With
Why are you bringing her up?
30,000 views per live.
He can't not bring her up. He's obsessed with her.
Everybody, I have never bought a follower or a view or anything.
I don't think that you ever have. You never need to.
But Julie has.
Ever. I've never bought anything. I have worked my following on.
Is work subjective? Is that a subjective word?
Real shit.
John,
I've
everyone
never
knows.
bought anything. I've never.
Well, of course, you didn't buy it. Other people buy it for you. You don't buy anything for yourself.
Everyone knows.
I
that
don't have to
content-
buy views. I don't have to do it. And listen, it'd be really easy for me to see my last video at 1.5 thousand views when it should be 30,000 views. But I don't go and buy views and push it up. I don't, because that's not authentic. And I promise you, I've never bought it. I have gained my following on my hard work.
What's on the
John,
side of
we know
his
you
mouth?
don't
And it
have
doesn't.
How did you know? I've gained it on my hard work, but it's like, what is the hard work? So this is him, this many hours in. But earlier he was like, and use the bitch and use the see you next Tuesday and you fat Tuesday and look at Siwa and I'm gonna expose you.
Well,
And
what do you think?
Because you know I was always good for it in the past.
Why can't you go
Are
back
you
to
pushing
Chicago?
him? You should be sitting in jail right now.
Well, that's not
What
against
you
the
did to
law.
him,
It's not against the
you
law
should be sitting in
to
jail.
share my
And for you to
opinion.
come up here and act like you are so nonchalant and
You
better.
told me to come up here. They told me to come up here, Jen.
You came in the chat, Amber, thinking you
won't leave him alone.
flip on man.
No, because you lied on me and said that I wanted to be your friend again. I don't want to be your friend again. Don't get it twisted.
Drop her.
Drop me. Drop me. Do as master says. Drop me.
Oh, well, you're
Oh,
puppeteering
are
everybody
you
else.
racist?
Yes.
What?
She is. She
Oh,
is.
John, don't get it twisted, homeboy. You are so racist. Don't play with me.
Homeboy. Why do you always change the way that you talk?
Why
when
don't
you're
you call? Why aren't you talking ghetto, Amber? Give
Yeah,
us
like,
your
you're all-
What
ghetto
is ghetto,
voice.
John? Please
Yeah,
explain.
Why
Please
are you
explain
going
what
like that?
ghetto is
Talk
with your white
like voice
supremacist
What she's
ass.
trying to do is make
Why
you
aren't you
say
talking like the
something
ghetto,
racist.
Amber?
She's hating you.
Don't do the impression she wants you to do it.
Do it, John. Do it. Do it. How do I
Yeah.
talk?
Hating you.
Don't.
How do I
Amber,
talk,
where's your
John?
ghetto
Show
voice?
me.
Why
Show
you
me
white
what
now all of
ghetto
a sudden?
speak is, John.
Did you
Show
remember
me.
you were
Yeah,
white like
her,
Siwa?
Elsa.
Did
Play
you-
that.
Show
did
me.
you remember that
Show
you
me
were
what
white
ghetto
like Siwa?
speak.
Did you remember
I
John,
have a real
calm down.
question. Listen,
Amber.
listen, John and
You're
Jen,
white,
hold on one second.
Amber. You voted for Trump.
I
So
have a
did you,
serious
bitch.
question. I have a serious question for Amber.
I don't deny it. You do.
You have no respect.
You
for
don't
me.
even know
I
who I
voted
voted
for
for.
Trump. Every
so basically what he's saying is you're white, yet you're talking ghetto, which again proves John Yates
What?
bigotry
But what
once
is
again.
that?
And he's saying that you voted for Trump. And then she's like, yeah, I did. And then they're all like,
You
we
did
all
too.
did. And
Yeah.
Jen's like, if I could vote, I would too. Cemetery Jen would be down there too voting,
What is
But-
talking ghetto? Okay, yo, I didn't know this was over time. I gotta go.
Yeah.
But what is talking yo? So we'll be back on another day.
have
But what
to
is
find out what it
talking
is.
ghetto? Do they know what ghettos are? Where ghettos were created from? What ghettos
know.
mean?
anything. They are
And now it's you're talking ghetto. That is a code word for you're speaking in an African black Tongue accent. You have a black accent. It's just another demeaning word. That man is a racist piece of shit.
A racist piece of shit.
If the people, because he want to say that he got a job at a school. I don't know what they're doing in Jersey, but if anybody's seen this, he'll be fired immediately.
No, he's doing the same thing he always does. Is he's going to say he had this job, and how he's going to grift off the hags is he's going to say they made me lose the job. They made me lose the job. But they can make
everybody else lose a job.
But exactly, but he's going to say, I had this great job that never existed. Let's just say it never exists. And then he can, because he was like, do it, call, find it, be it, see it, do it. And then, oh, I got this great job. And it's like, no one's going to hire that. You take one Google search, you're going to hire that around children. You did not get a job as a teacher. In my opinion, knowing lots of teachers, I come from a family of teachers. This is not, or I should say on my husband's side, so many teachers, educators, they're not hiring you. Okay. They're not hiring you. So he's saying this so that he has an out then to go, give me your money. I try to do the straight and narrow, but then they call on me and they just want me to just live my life like this. I guess I have to be on YouTube the rest of my life. He has said repeatedly, I hate teaching. I hate it. It wasn't one. I tried it for 2 days. It sucked. I wanted to move up the ranks. I thought I would be a professor. I thought I'd be in Gryffindor. I thought I'd be Professor Snape. I thought things would happen. I'd be in Harry Potterville, and I wasn't. I don't know. I watch Harry Potter and stuff, and
that fat black man with the cats like capes for him. Like it just doesn't. I don't understand, and I feel like he'll say you're talking ghetto.
He likes to compare himself to Amber Heard. Is it Amber Heard?
I don't know. I'm about to get out of here, y'all.
All right. We'll end on the killing part because I want to see how you buck up and you're about to kill a lady to they call me MH. And they're just so mean to me. So we can end on this. Busy, if you have to drop, go ahead. But I know some people were like, show Busy this so you can see it.
I love you. I'll watch it.
Bye.
I can't hear the sound.
Did we get sound? Sorry.
Nope.
Here, let me stop it and then I'll reshare it. Share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. There we go, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down and go back.
What up, bitch? You want to see me face the fucking face? Let's do this. What?
Ew.
Boy, that little southern.
What?
What up,
clip
Amber?
on? Come on. What clip on? What?
I already put it
Run in my fucking mouth. Run in my mouth. The fucking who? Run in my mouth. The fucking who?
I ain't telling
Give
you.
me a goddamn name. Give me a goddamn name.
No.
Who did I run my fucking mouth to? Fucking nobody. So shut your fucking fat ass up, bitch. I didn't open my goddamn mouth to fucking nobody because I keep telling all y'all bitches to keep your fucking mouth shut. So who did I open my fucking mouth to?
You're the one that said John was taken
fucking
away.
Liar. Fucking liar. Liar.
You fucked up the
fucking liar.
Let her speak.
You literally let somebody know the day he got out, you wanted him to stay in the hospital.
No, bitch. You had someone look up my medical records. And
Nope.
you're
I know. Everybody's
oh, fucking bitch. Don't bring me into you. And listen, I didn't talk shit about you. I didn't fucking say nothing about your fucking ass, your family, no fucking nothing. Don't bring me into this, bitch.
I'm not worried.
Don't bring me into it, ho. Because you and I.
Oh, but his husband wouldn't call him talking ghetto because this is what he thinks that it is. His husband want to say to him that he's talking ghetto because he's doing all the what I know will be perceived as that he's not going to look at his husband and say, "Why are you talking ghetto?" Just the hypocrisy with those serial killer what are they called?
Sideburns. Like who got that? And also
like the white van sideburns.
you're yelling because you know you're lying. Like they're trying to make up this new narrative that someone gave his medical records away. Okay, then prove it before you go on live and start saying this shit, because it sounds like your husband, who tends to open his mouth up a lot to the wrong people and tends to ruin all of your little foils and be like, oh, I'm sorry.
So he had nothing to say. His husband had to come in because Chody had nothing to say. He was liar. No, girl, let him do it by himself.
Oh my God.
He looks like a serial killer. He looks, he drives a white van.
Oh, fucking run your mouth,
Ho.
So listen.
Oh, fucking run your mouth.
And what is this Nazi hand?
He said, let's kill her. And nobody said anything. They're all like, and you know what the excuse will be? She said worse things and they pushed him to the edge and he can't be held accountable. Let's kill her. And then he jumps back in. JY says, let's kill her. Cody's like, okay, I'm going to keep yelling. And all these other women are on panel. So this you can check out on Shady Pines. Feel free to drop the link. Shady Pines created this nice little edit, and it's not like edited. He or she, I don't know if Shady Pines is a woman or a man, but took the, beginning of it to the end of that segment and put it on their YouTube channel.
Back it up.
So
You fucking liar. You literally let somebody know the day he got out, you wanted him to stay in the hospital.
No, bitch. You had someone look up the medical records. And
Nope.
you're
I know.
Don't bring me into this. And listen, I didn't talk shit about you. I didn't fucking say your fucking ass, your family, no fucking nothing. Don't bring me into this, bitch.
Not
Don't
worried.
bring me into it, ho. Because you and I, we will.
Ho.
Let's kill her. 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 Oh, fucking run your mouth. Don't run your fucking mouth. Back it up. Back it up.
Push this guy, and you're sitting up here laughing.
Back it up.
Back it up. Are we
Back it up, bitch. Back it up. Show it. Show it.
I swear to
I
God.
don't like running my motherfucking mouth when my husband's in the goddamn fucking psych ward, bitch. And then Amber and fucking Show me, bitch. are calling my fucking hospital, get my fucking full price fucking taken away. You evil
liar.
fucking cunt.
You're a liar just like your whole fucking family is.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
lying bitch.
You dirty fucking
Yeah,
swat.
Mama.
You dirty fucking
You're a liar. You're
dirty.
useless. You're fucking garbage. You're
Mama.
fucking garbage.
Your mama.
You're and so is your
Mama,
wife.
Amber, shut up.
Okay,
And
first,
this
can we
is
just
why
split?
me and Busy have to take breaks from this shit when people go, where's Busy and Joleen? We
Yeah.
can't cover this and make parodies of this because these people are this despicable and disgusting. So it's, and I know most people understand that, but I know some people are like, hey, it's weird. They're not, it's like, who could watch
I'm
this
like,
all
that
the
just
time?
made me sick to my like these.
Yeah.
Trash. First of all, y'all, and y'all don't have to believe in any type of light or darkness or whatever thing. Their energy is, their vibration is so low. It's extremely low. Their energy, their being, their auras are dark. It's disgusting. It makes me feel bad. Like they didn't even do anything to me. It's just watching them, and I feel like, oh my! Like I had to bring out selenite. I had to cover myself, and I'm covering y'all too, y'all.
Cover me, please. I got
Just
stage.
Cleanse your aura, because it's disgusting, and it's two men talking like that, and it's like no one's inside. Like it's like no one's inside, and you know what? Out of all of the stuff they said about me, I still feel sorry for them. I still feel, because I have to watch someone live life like that and play out on the internet. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. It's just how I was raised. I feel sorry for them. And I hope they get the help that they like desperately need. They won't. But it's disgusting. That just brought my whole mood down. I can't go to sleep like that. Let me
I'm sorry,
put
baby.
the girl on the internet.
I'm sorry. Let's put the sweetie up. Let's put the sweetie who actually knows how to hula hoop up. I'm sorry.
That bothered me. You can't go to sleep like that. Like you just cannot go to sleep like that.
I honestly fall asleep sometimes to these streams, and my husband's like,
What?
Yeah, sometimes because I'll have it in my ear and because I can't keep up because I watch all these shows and sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to this. Okay. And then, I've definitely like I can't people have messaged me and I said I'm getting physically ill. I like left a voice message to someone that I was messaging with, and I said, me and Busy wanna, be able to do Sip and Key and parody stuff, but I get physically ill hearing a lot of these people.
Yeah, it's
so dark. Like, yeah. Like Ilya's saying, it's so dark, it's so gross, and they think they're righteous beings and they're out there. I mean, this man, no matter how you feel about Amber or how you feel about anybody, I'm not a fan of Amber at all. At all. She like threatened us, tried to sue us. She said horrible things about me. She said horrible things about Busy. But that was Chody bucking up to a woman over words. People are going to say things to you that are disgusting. You know what you do? You never deal with those people again, and you move on like a mature adult. You don't go online and buck up and get your fists going and all that stuff to a woman like that. To me, that just shows the kind of men they are. And they always want to make excuses and be like, oh, we don't, do this or that. And we treat men the same way. I have never seen them come so like barely will they even come that hard at Phil. They will just claim that he wants to have sex with them. They go so hard for women because they don't respect women. They try to like poach women. They try to kind of like almost like vulture women, because JY loves, pulling from, talking about women. He loves putting on his wigs. He thinks he can do his makeup. He thinks he can do all these things that are just within our society. I realize that that's not just for women. Anyone who identifies as anything can wear makeup and do wigs. But traditionally, what he's known in his generation has grown up to be feminine things. He takes those things and he uses them and tries to benefit from them and then shits on women and only is able to keep the pick-me's for short periods of time and the pathetics. So I'm sorry, Busy. I didn't mean to. Maybe because I've seen it already and I mentioned it on my vlog because while I was watching, I was like, he just said, let's pay her. And I was like, he just said that and no one's saying anything.
And they had the nerve to keep talking, and his husband comes in with this damn Care Bear shirt and this $6 chain.
Right.
It really bothered me. All right, we're about to get out of here. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. You can always give super chats and funding afterwards, just in case we both lose our jobs because of JY.
They're gonna call they're gonna call Chuck Schumer on me because I work for Chuck Schumer. Okay,
Come
bye.
on, Chuck Schumer.
No, I want to work for AOC. I work for AOC. Bye.
When I say wiggle your hips, no. Hold up. He start piping her up, mom. When I say wiggle your hips.